Oh, here we go. Right, I'm just sharing it to Discord. So for a long time it wasn't showing up. It's still not showing. It's not showing up 100%, but it's showing up. Give me a sec. There it is. Okay, it's working. Right. Hello, hello, hello. Oh. I'm just waiting for somebody to say hey in the chat room. The room chat. Stretching, got stretch. I forgot to bring out something. Oh, god damn it. Whatever. Whatever. Come on, peoples. Yeah, what means something. Whatever. I'm gonna get on with the crappy news first, and then we're gonna get on with the good news. Well, semi-good news, kind of semi-good news. Yeah. Well, I think I'm sick, and no clue if it's the virus or not. You know, I don't think it is. I think I'm just generally just sick. But I've had very, 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 very mild symptoms of that. Just not bad. So I keep having a throat tickle, and it just doesn't seem to be going away. No matter how much I go like that. I do find that it might just be because I'm not hydrating enough or something. I don't know. Slight mild, very, very, very mild headache symptoms, and a little bit of a fever, but not like boiling hot. I seem to feel cold today, apart from the times when I was immediately in direct sunlight contact. You know, it was kind of like it was fine then, but I kept getting feeling cold, and then David was like, "Yeah, you are a bit warm, but again, not super." Not super sick, just kind of just a little bit warm, you know, warmer than average. So yeah. And then, and I think this is also not a symptom, but then about an hour, 2 hours ago, possibly 3 hours ago, I've been playing on the computer. Oh, shut up! I've been playing on the computer, so I haven't actually had I haven't I lost track of time. But yeah, I had to run to the bathroom for a very uncool, unexpected bum wee. Is the best way I can describe it. I had random what I thought were gas cramps, and then I basically had to run to the bathroom, and like I said, I had a bum wee, which was fun. So yeah, I'm just also generally just feeling tired. Again, I think this is just this isn't anything special. I don't think this is the virus, but it's annoying me because I keep reading up on virus stuff. This might be it. I might have, like, what is it called, psychosomatic symptoms or something, because I'm reading up on them. But yeah, I read that basically the one of the links to survivability of it seems to be your overall health and your weight, basically your BMI, or basically your fat content in your body. And it's like, well, shit. So, like I said, because I've been reading up more and more. So yeah, whenever Owen wants to come back, I've got all the facts now. We're reading up more on that, and yeah, I might just have psychosomatic symptoms. I don't think I've actually got the virus. I'm just feeling crappy in both senses of the word. I did find out that a weird thing. Kids sometimes, it doesn't affect children as much, and I did find that interesting when I first found that out, like a few weeks ago now. But also, they get digestive tract symptoms, as well as and less of the respiratory system symptoms. So I found that interesting. I think that might have something to do with, they do say that basically, depending on how strong your lungs are and your lung lining, is also a very big factor on survivability. And considering that I'm a incredibly light smoker and have very good lungs from all of the fucking swimming that I've done, I'm pretty sure that if I was at regular weight, then I would have a very average chance of surviving, which is still around about 90%, 95%. So yeah, they're actually redoing those numbers. They don't know exactly if it's 95. They keep saying 90. Most places say 90 to 95% survival now that they've got a lot of numbers and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I thought that was weirdly interesting. Maybe it's because when you're born, you have incredibly strong lungs, and as you get older, your lungs are the most overworked organ in your body. I mean, all of your organs work all the time, but your lungs are the things that always go, or you will die, much like your heart. Whereas you can have kidney problems, you can even have liver problems, and to the point where your liver can shut down for a couple of I think that's the kidneys. Your kidneys can shut down for a couple of days, and you basically will be in trouble, but you will live. Your pancreas or something can also be in trouble also, and still you can survive. But if your heart or your lungs get fucked up in any way, then you're pretty much almost dead. But yeah, it might just be a thing that their lungs are really, really strong, and yet their digestive system, whereas that's the thing that kind of the human digestive system gets stronger over time, whereas basically everything else gets slightly weaker. The human digestive system seems to keep going. It's the thing that has the most. It's the most. What is it? It's like your liver and your stomach can basically regenerate parts of themselves, because your stomach basically does that all the time, and your liver is the thing that basically is your factory, your chemical factory of your body, and it basically makes a bunch of stuff, so it's used to repairing itself because it absorbs all of the crappy stuff that go through your digestive system, or just if you have sepsis or something. So yeah, I kind of got that weird theory that basically, since when you're younger, your digestive system is pretty shitty. It hasn't got all of its biome as well to fight shit away. You get a lot of kids that actually have like a lot of kiddie symptoms usually involve the digestive tract, even if it isn't anything to do with it. So, and I'm just talking general across the board kind of stuff, you know, basically when like they could get a cut knee and then have to have the shits for a while. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a symptom in adults. It doesn't seem to be a thing in adults, but well, if I have got the virus, I'm not saying I have. I don't think I have. Then basically, I also have the shits as well. But yeah, I've got very, very mild symptoms, potentially because I've got psychosomatic symptoms, or maybe because I've been reading up on this stuff a lot. Mainly because nobody will shut up about it. I'm the kind of person that needs to know. Yeah, you know, if something's like affecting something majorly, I want to know all the facts that I can get. Opinions mean nothing, but facts I need to know. So I've just noticed that I've got an annoying little hang now on my little tiny finger. So yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna be fine. Like I said, but the weird tickle seems to be just connected to me not hydrating enough, and I will have more to drink. I've actually got stocked up on fizzy and juice and all the good drinks, all the good drinks. So yeah. Okay. Hey Jeffers. I don't know if I already said hi, Jeffrey already. Yeah. I saw that 2 times about the kid. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, that's weird. But from what I read, that's what I said seems to be about right, ish. But yeah. But you are fine, Tubbs. Well, hopefully I'm fine. I think I'm okay. Like I said, if it gets worse, then I'll consider myself gone. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it if it is, because most people who have gotten it and recovered usually have said that it's like one of the worst flus that they've had in their lives. I've had some pretty bad flus, and I've had stomach flu, and I've had food poisoning and stuff, and none of those were awesome. None of those were awesome. So if it's worse than any of those, then yeah, that's gonna suck. But I'm just gonna just getting over it, you know. Hopefully. Um, that's true. Times about our lungs because they are constantly working. Exactly. Yeah. Uh, yeah, they're talking about it daily all the time. A person I haven't seen before, well, 2 people I haven't seen before, says, Depp, yo, what's your fetish called? I don't really have one. I mean, over satisfaction, is that a fetish? I've never seen that. I generally have I've met a bunch of people who are into it as well, but it's kind of just it's a bit of a vague one, you know. Um, but yeah. So I'm in the same boat as Deb. Generally curious about the belly rub thing. Randomly came about. Oh, you mean the at the end of the videos? Yeah, that's not a fetish. That's just a belly rub. I do a belly rub and I belly salute. That's my thing. You know, it comes across because it came about. Sorry, because one of my best buddies, my buddy Ian, he's round two. He's got a belly too, and one of the things that he would do to say hello to you would be to not really run up to you, but just kind of like bump bellies with you to say hello, which is kind of cute, I guess. And also, when he says goodbye, he rubs your belly as he walks away. You know, until he can't reach anymore because he's already walking. So it was kind of like belly rub, and I'd just be like belly salute. So yeah. Um, When we come out this thing, what? The other channel. What other channel? Do you mean other channels? I don't have a belly rub channel. I have a tank of tub. The tank of tubs channel is basically all content dedicated to my belly because people apparently like it. So yeah, similar to any other of the tubs network channels, is like I basically make videos because people like them, and I enjoy making them. So yeah, what's the point? I mean, what's your point? Is what I meant to say. Yeah, builder farmer tubs. Yeah, that's a random character. That's me in my builder gear or my farmer tubs gear. So yeah, but isn't it a fetish thing though? To some, well, everything is a fetish to somebody. So yeah, there are people with a beard fetish right now that are watching this in the future on playback because they like beards and they touch themselves when they think about beards or see a beard. So yeah, there are people that like all sorts of things. So yeah. So it's not a sexual thing for you that you blow yourself on purpose? No, not always. It can be, but often it's just me by myself. So essentially, it's usually not. I can't say it feels very good though. So yeah. So I'm not going into my next topic because there are questions being asked. I like it. I like it when questions are asked. I like answering questions. I don't know why. Anytime Depp. I should wear my glasses more. I don't know what it is, but the larger text seems to be harder to read than the smaller text. That's odd. Well, you like questions, so what do you do for a living? Well, I was, up until recently, a freelance researcher and fact checker for university, and also basically I read papers, make sure that they're good. I was part of the certification for people's like PhDs and stuff at some stage. I recently stopped doing that mainly because they've halted the university that I work for have halted the academic like process for now. So yeah, but I also did some research myself for them. So it was kind of like theoretical applications for future technologies, and that was kind of interesting. So yeah. But my other job is I'm a freelance artist. I also am a tutor as well. So I have a few jobs. I also draw furry stuff for fun in my free time, and occasionally get paid for that as well. So that's nice. Not like a lot, but you know. Anyway, that's what I do for a living. For fun, I also I like to pilot drones. Um, I like filming stuff. Getting into yoga, weirdly. Anyways, you seem like a good person. I'm a peace out and promptly forget that your channel even existed. Okay. Toodles. It's a weird thing to say. I mean, you basically meet people every day. Well, you know, virus stuff aside, you meet people every day, and you basically are you do the same thing. You know, you walk up to people, you get like a coffee or something, and you interact with the barista, and then you immediately kind of forget they exist. And that's true for everybody in your world. Isn't that weird? I've always thought that was a bit strange. And you know, we all do it. You know, I do it too. It's somebody comes and checks my ticket on the train, and like I'll note them, look at them, like realize they're a person, but then I immediately stop thinking about them after I've got my ticket back. So it's like, it's just weird. There are billions of people on this planet, and yet you're going to forget about almost all of them. And it's weird. Just a random philosophical thought. I don't know if this, whatever sickness I've got at the moment, I don't know why, but it's really affecting my speech impediment. It's really hard to talk sometimes at the moment. I don't know why. I can't seem to get comfortable either. I don't know what that's about. Have they gone? Is it just me and you, Jeffers? Hey, BP. How are you doing? Also, Jeffrey, if you're still there, then how are you doing? I do have other news, but I was talking to Jeffrey before this happened, so yeah. I'm doing alright, I guess, Tubbs. How are you? Okay, I guess. It's not usually good. I hear you. I hear you. Like I said earlier, I've got a bit of a very mild cold, I think. Hopefully it's not going to be progressing into the bullshit thing that's going around, obviously. But yeah. If you want to know more about that, then you could go back and watch the playback if you want. But I'm okay. Thank you. Have you got? Are you okay? Have you got like anything? Oh, excuse me. I kind of don't know what to do with myself for the next for the next few hours, because I don't. I've been having I've had many tiny naps throughout the day today because of the being sick thing, and I don't know when I'm gonna need to sleep again. So it's really hard to figure out when I need to go to bed. So yeah, I might be doing another live stream later for the art stream or something. I don't know. It just occurred to me, the Depp guy and the Glinch guy, were they looking for somebody to troll? Because I've had that before. That happens. It's one of the reasons why I didn't progress with the video, you know, but with the news, the general Tubbs news thing, is because I was waiting for some kind of horrible thing to be to that they were going to yell at me or something. I don't know, because I sensed, you know, I've had this before. I've had random people who don't know me, don't know my content, don't know anything else that I do besides one or two videos that they've seen and don't approve of. And it's like, well, if you don't approve of it, just don't watch it. You know? Especially since YouTube has got this new system. They seem to be separated, they seem to be slowly separating like the children YouTube and the adult YouTube thing. You know, I'm not going to be surprised if they suddenly come out with ratings. You know, what is your video rated as, and that'll be a thing that you have to select before you actually post it on YouTube. But yeah, but especially since that started, that's going to start happening. I'm thinking that basically is a that's gonna stop a lot of people that like keep telling me it's like, you shouldn't post any of this stuff on YouTube. It's disgusting, you know. Think of the children. It's like, well, all of my videos are age restricted. Like they have been for a few years now since YouTube enabled the whole age restriction thing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they want for me. I don't show my dick. I don't show my ass. I don't show any of my other parts. Basically, if you go to a beach, you'll be able to see people with more revealing outfits than I have to wear on my channel. So anyway, I had a phone call, but I'm back now. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. They don't watch it, people. They don't watch it, people, if they feel that strongly about it. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, well, children could access it even if they, you know, even if they're not 18 or whatever. And it's like, that's true about all of the internet. That just you need to parent them better. You know, that's not my problem. Anyway, the other news that I have for today is I got the other package. It arrived safely, and I've forgotten I forgot that I left half of its contents in the house. So forgive me, but I can actually show you the two new pipes. I basically got a couple more pipes from my cousin, or from my cousin's wife. So yeah. But no, this final package is kind of like, it's almost exactly what I wanted from his pipe collection. You know, it's almost like she heard me. I never actually said it to her exactly what I wanted from his pipe collection, but yeah, it's almost exactly right. Right. So the things that I wanted from my cousin, and hopefully I might even get, because you know, this is just a general thing that my family does. Just small mementos sent out to the friends and family of the person who's passed gets sent out. It's just a thing that my family does, you know. I've got my father's multi-tool wrench up here, and also his laptop is in my house, you know. as far as inheritance goes and stuff like that, then I might. That's what I meant by I might still get these things, but who knows? I don't think so. I don't think I'm in any will. I don't think he had a will, but we'll. Um. Yeah. I've got many things from my grandmother's, both of them, and a lot of my original pipes are actually from my uncle. So yeah, including this one, which is about 100 years old apparently. So that's something. Although I don't think it is. I think it might be 100 years old in a sense that like a boat is like 100 years old, in that the bowl may have been replaced at some stage in history, and the stem has definitely been replaced, especially in my family with our very, very strong teeth. Basically, we bite down hard. If you can, as you can see on some of my straight stem pipes. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, what I wanted from my cousin is his huge desk filling Lego Intrepid class space station, Intrepid class starship made out of Lego. I want that. That would have been awesome. I may have accidentally hinted that I wanted that, so I was, but it's incredibly hard to ship, you know, especially without taking it apart. So I knew that was probably not going to be a thing. Also, it's not really a big. It's not, well, it's a big memento. It's not really a thing, you know, a kind of an everyday item, because that's what usually they are. My grandmother's, I got some jewelry. Um, I got a watch from one of my other relatives as well. So yeah. But yeah, so I would like that, and I would have liked his calabash pipe. And I don't know if anybody knows what this is. A calabash pipe is basically, has anybody seen Inglorious Bastards? Is it Tarantino film? I think it is. But it's a very large pipe, and it's very ornate and elegant and stuff. I'm trying to think of where there's been another one of these, but it's a very old fashioned. It's like what people would consider to be a Sherlock Holmes pipe, even though it's an incorrect Sherlock Holmes. It doesn't matter. But yeah, he's got one. He had one, and it's really nice, in really good condition and everything. It's, you know, it's really nice. And also I would have liked his Alpine Hunter pipe. It's called something else, but I can't remember what they're called. And it's just and I would like that for just ornamental reasons, because it's really long. It's like this long, and it's got a porcelain bowl, and it looks like a stick basically. And it's just, like I said, it's an ornamental thing. A lot of people call them a like German pipe, or a pipe from Holland or something. But yeah. So yeah, there's those would have been on my wish list if I would ever want to pick something, but I wasn't going to basically hound her for these items. So yeah. It said what I got, of course, was the big pipe, that the lumberjack, that massive one. I got the other one, but it's on my pipe stand. It's around the. I can get it. It's complicated to get out. I got one of these, and I found out why she gave me this one in particular. Apparently, it was the one that was on his desk. So it was one of the last ones that he had. So I mean, that's very nice, but it's just kind of, it's very, very curvy and floaty, and it doesn't really feel right in the hand. I don't know why. And I got those in the last package, as well as a watch. was to watch a pair of sunglasses, two sunglasses, um, that apparently were his everyday sunglasses because, like me, he had a hypersensitivity to light. And they were still surprised that they were partially prescription, so that's really good. But yeah, I also got, and I already tried it out today because it smelled fantastic. I got this today. I got this one this morning. It's a mini not mershon, a mini calabash pipe. It's well worn, but it's been looked after, you know, been polished. I just got rid of some dust that was on it. But yeah, it's a mini calabash pipe. And I was told that this was one of his favorites. So yeah, and I can definitely tell that is one of his favorites because when I first got it, it had the most amazing smell. It was like a chocolate and a whiskey kind of like smell to it. And he basically his favorite tobacco brand was Mac Baron. They do have very very unique flavors and very very nice flavors. So yeah, it smelled fantastic, and I tried it, and it actually tasted really good as well. So it's like it's really cool. I have no idea what this symbol is, but it's got a little symbol up there. But yeah, I tried it earlier, and I don't want to. I've been trying not to actually smoke it so much because it's still smells really good. And my tobacco, my Condor, is very very it's very generic. You know, it's just a strong tobacco smell. You know, flavor. Sorry. So essentially, it kind of ghosts the other flavors very very nicely. So yeah, but I told Itchy about this one, and he basically he said that his mouth was watering from the sound that I was you know, just from the description that I was giving him. So yeah, I got a mini version of the calabash, so that's something. Yeah. I also got this was kind of funny because this was in a bag in several pieces, and I managed to put it back together again. So I'm trying to put this back on my desk without it falling over. It's a funny shape. I also got a mini version of the Alpine Hunter pipe, and that's just very very surprising. This thing, it's very very cheap feeling. It's metal, doesn't feel like metal, but it clearly is metal. But it's like it's got a little wind guard on it. It's got little beads on it for some reason. And this stem just is crazy. It spins around. So yeah, it's like, yeah, you're not really supposed to hold the bowl. You're supposed to hold the little rubber piece. This is a little rubber piece because the bowls can get hard. So you basically hold it like this, and you don't ever put it down. But yeah, it's like, oh my god, this is super plasticky. It's got a few bite marks on it. So yeah, like I said, this was in several pieces, and yeah, it's nice. It's just kind of like I don't really know how to store this or use it, to be honest, because whenever I have my pipe, I usually just I leave it in my mouth and just let it go, you know. Whereas this thing, you have to hold it onto it because the stem rotates super easily. So I did. It kind of rests in my beard as well. So yeah. Also, because I also tried this, I didn't relight it after I put some tobacco in it. But I mean, like, I also tried this one, and only for like 5 minutes, because the woody flavor of the wood itself kept coming through all the time. So yeah, it was kind of odd. But no, this is the way it's configured. I think this is a new piece. But yeah, I'd like more backstory on this. If I could ask my cousin, I would. But I'd like more backstory on this one. But yeah, I think she knew that I wanted these. I think she might have heard me say to him in the past that I'm very jealous of his calabash and his alpine pipe, and she either didn't know what those were or what ones I was talking about, or she knows exactly what I was talking about. However, both of the full size, both of the larger versions of these two pipes are really expensive. The calabash alone is like 1,000, a couple of grand, a couple dollars, a couple. What is it? What is it called? Like you got a separate thing. We call it just a grand or 2 grand, which means £2,000, but it's about $2,000, potentially $3,000 for just the really high end calabash. So yeah, so yeah, and I don't know how much the alpine pipes are, because the alpine hunter pipes are, because I've never been able to find them, but because they're usually specially made, the bigger version of these with the actual porcelain bowls and everything, because they're specially made, I'm imagining that they're costing super lots of money as well. So yeah, I'm imagining that these things are going to be like, if they would amount to lots and lots of money. So I get it, you know. But no, I'm very, very happy with those, and sad at the same time, because the only way that I got them is because he's dead. So yeah, I am, however, gonna think of him every time I use his favorite, because I've got a feeling that it might become my favorite, because this thing is very, very comfortable. Just all aspects of it are very, very comfortable. It's a bit too shiny. I feel like it's been like wiped a lot, like with polish or something. It just feels very, yeah. It's clearly had wear, but it's very, very shiny for something that's not super polished. You know, this isn't gleaming or anything, but in the light it does. You know, Brabby fist. I have no idea what that is, but yeah. Oh, it's been polished around the metal, but yeah. I have no idea what the little diamond symbol is, but yeah, I've got a feeling that might become my new favorite, because my current favorite is wearing down. My current favorite pipe that I've owned, it was one of the first that I bought by myself, is wearing down a bit. The stem is just My tooth went through it, so I've been not using it as much. But this is a Peterson, so they've got very systematic stems. You know, they basically, it's almost like a what is it called? Bakelite? I don't know, but it's a special plastic or something. I don't know. But it's softer. It's softer plastic. The material itself is not as hard on the hardness scale as this one. Plus, this is a fishtail, what they call a fishtail mouthpiece. So it's different. And if it's his favorite, it's got a few marks, but it isn't as bad as my favorite. So yeah, that might become my new favorite. Anyway, by the way, guys, you guys can talk about anything. I'm literally just giving you news and just updating you on that, on the package, because it's finally here. So yeah. It's got a big chip on the top, I just noticed, but unless you're really looking at it, it's not that bad. It's got a date on the back of it. I think this one's really expensive too, to be honest. Maybe it's all calabashes. 1997, Italy. I didn't notice that. Oh my god. Yeah, this is silver. Okay. Well, that would explain why it's polished so much. It's got a silver mark on it. That makes more sense. I mean, all of my Petersons. I don't think any of those are silver, apart from the anniversary one, the one I just showed you, and also this one, where it's a silver rim. I'm not going to show you the overside because it's got burn marks on it. There it is. See the burn. But yeah. So yeah, very happy with those. I have no idea what to do with them. I need a pipe rack because all of my I've got 2 pipe racks and they hold a capacity. I don't know how many pipes I've got. I think I've got about 20 if I count all of them up and stuff. I think I've got about 20, and the pipe rack capacity with it is one of them holds 4 pipes and another one holds 6, so 10. So yeah, that would explain why it's super polished. And now I'm really you know, I can see why, because I want to keep that thing looking really good too now. I feel bad that it's just on my desk. So yeah. Sadly, I do not have a giant cabinet like he did, where he basically kept them. But yeah, I don't know where I'd put it, even if I did have one. But yeah. The other 2 items that I haven't showed you is one of them was a what we think is, me and Itchy think is a handkerchief, because we were talking earlier on Messenger, and that was actually what one of them was wrapped up in. The Alpine one was wrapped up in. It was wrapped. The individual pieces were in this handkerchief, and basically, I think it was not just because she wanted to wrap it up in something. I think it was definitely his, but I have no idea. You know, I never saw him use one. But that would make sense, an item of cloth, you know. And also, um, what appears to be a brand new a trucker hat, but it's very, very pristine. So yeah, like I said, like me, he had a hypersensitivity to light. He would always be wearing sunglasses if you saw him outside, and also I get around it also by also usually wearing a hat, a baseball cap of some kind, one with a rim on it, so that it blocks out the daylight, the sky from my field of vision, so I'm not continuously blinded and don't get headaches and stuff all the time. So I'm guessing it might have just been the last hat that he either bought or was wearing. Anyway, the hat is awesome because it's got Nostromo written on it. It's a Nostromo hat from Alien. It's an actual Alien Nostromo hat. It's so cool. I kind of wish I was wearing it right now. Mainly because I think a small flying creature that was in her earlier. It's just a tiny fruit fly. But it's been bugging me. Just impacted on my head. So yeah. So yeah, those are the other two items. And yeah. I've never got this much stuff from one of my relatives passing away before. Like I said, it is a weird family tradition, and stuff. So it happens, but usually it is like one or two items. But I mean, like, if I've been particularly close with the person, then I usually get some more stuff, obviously. And I think that's what the reason is here. Like when it was my uncle, because me and my uncle had a big connection. I was very close with my uncle. When he passed, I almost got the pick of stuff. Pick a few items that you would like to remember your uncle by. That's what my aunt said when she led me into the office. So of course I did. So that was nice. But here, it's a thing. Dan will have fun cleaning your pipes since he likes cleaning them. Well, he hasn't done the last one. It's just there. Basically, I've got a pipe on my filing cabinet. I put them there because whenever Damon comes and sees me in my office, he usually says hi, and I usually put a glass if I need a glass taken into the house, like this one. I usually put that up there, and he usually takes it away. And I used to do it with the pipes, but that one, there's a flat bottomed one, and it's been up there for months. So yeah, I'm not begrudging him for not doing it. I'm just saying it's still up there. So yeah, but I don't have any space to put it on my rack anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, I think that might be a birthday present. I would like a pipe cabinet if possible. If not, then just a rack or two, maybe. I don't know. I like the option of picking out though, because these ones the pipe racks that you might have seen on camera. I can just pan up, like on the shelf up here. These two are my pipe racks, and I got these from the 1940s weekend. I got them from a couple of them. So Yeah. One of them's just only holds 4. The other one's double-sided and holds 3 aside, so it's basically 6. So yeah, and I usually just grab after dinner. I come in here and grab one, and the ones that I don't finish, I leave on my desk. So I'm not going to pan down to that because my desk is really messy, and I'm a little bit self-conscious about that. I shouldn't have shown you the shelf because the shelf is messy. It's spiderwebby. It's very spiderwebby, but you don't really see that very well. So yeah. But yeah, one of them's a horseshoe. It's basically a horseshoe, and it holds 4. And the other one's slightly larger, and it holds 6, and it's got that's for the big pipes. However, there's the even bigger pipe, which is just resting on the shelf, just beyond it, just over there. That's the one he got me for my 30th birthday. So yeah. I know you do. I know. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to record the video today. I was going to do that today, but like I said, I've been feeling weird, and very much not in a good way. So yeah. Hello, FMF. I've got a weird sense that he's watching. I don't know why. Do you ever get that weird feeling, like you're being watched? You know, like I used to get this in school, and I just thought it was an everybody has this kind of weird feeling. Like I'll be in a class, and somebody will be staring at me, not immediately in my field of vision, and I kind of get the weird feeling. When someone's looking at me, and sure enough, usually I turn around and somebody would be staring at me. So yeah, it was actually I used to freak out one of the people in my science class because I'd tell them about this the weird feeling, and then they'd be like, "No, that's not true." Like, oh yeah, well you were staring at me the other day. What's the deal? You know, he was like, you can tell I was staring at you. And then he did it in the next science class, and I was just like turned around. I was like, really? You know, it doesn't work all the time. I will say that it doesn't work all the time. You just get this weird feeling. But yeah, for some reason, I just I looked up just now, and I was like, I saw FMF in Discord, and that he was online, and just randomly my brain was like, he's probably watching right now because I've got 3 people watching, and that's me, Jeffrey, and somebody else. And I don't think BP is still here. Oh, good. My desk is falling apart. I just chipped off some paint off the edge of it. Lovely. I'm sorry, I care more about you than the videos anyway. What? Oh, right. I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. If anybody that's on my Patreon, there's only 3 people. And Itchy's not here, so I'm still here, just quiet. Okay, no, I get it. It's okay. No, It's not so BPS. Big puppies do it. FMF isn't here, right? He might be, but the ticker isn't working. I just, like I said, I had the weird feeling. I just had the weird feeling. He's hopefully he's getting better. Last time I heard from him, he wasn't okay still. He wasn't well. I hope he's getting better. Hopefully I didn't freak him out just now. If he's going to watch the playback or something. Hopefully I didn't freak him out just now. Just being like, hello from the. I was going to say from the future, from the past. Ooh, spooky. Yeah. Yeah. The new thing I was talking about. If you're a member of my Patrons, then you may have noticed that there have been a few videos added to it, and they are YouTube videos, and they are set to private, so you have to be a patron to get the link to them. However, I've discovered a handy way of doing the Patreon only videos, and that is that I can actually schedule the videos to be uploaded onto YouTube. So that's kind of awesome. So I've set them at random times this month to basically the 3 videos that I've uploaded to, I think it's the Daddy Dog channel this week. Yeah, I put 3 videos on there, and they're going to be uploaded at random times. One of them might have been done today, even just to test it out. Using the schedule feature on the upload, because I'm getting used to the new uploader now. Now that they've enabled multiple video uploads on the new upload feature on YouTube, I'm getting used to it. And I mean, it's still shitty. It's still a pain in the butt. I do not know why they will be getting rid of the old uploader. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, they're starting to incorporate changes that people have been asking for. So yeah, and not just for the sake of changing it like they seem to be doing. They seem to actually be listening to a couple of people, I guess. So thanks, YouTube. Keep getting better, please, by listening to creators. That is awesome. It does not, however, negate it does not negate the facts of the many mistakes that you've made in the past. But I do appreciate that you're trying. I feel that you're trying, and it's good. Thank you, YouTube. I do appreciate it. So yeah, I'm getting used to that, and that is slightly cool and slightly easier than having to manually go back and try to find the ones that I haven't published on YouTube yet and try to click publish because I can't find them, yeah. So hopefully that works. So over the next month, on the Daddy Dog channel, there will be actually uploads happening because they'll be scheduled to be released to the public. However, if you want to get the videos like right now, then you have to become a patron, and that is on this page, on the LiveTUBBS page. Should be a link to my Patreon if you want to go Patreon me. I'm not begging you to. I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying that basically, if you do that, you get the videos early. If not, you have to wait a little bit longer. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. You can definitely probably wait a week, a day, even a month. I mean, it's not gonna kill you to wait that much. So yeah. I should have made a list of stuff that I wanted to talk about, but Yeah. I'm kind of amazed that I haven't needed to poop because, like I said, I've had a weird tummy today. Just generally not been good, you know. Thanks so much for showing us all of the neat things you got from your cousin-in-law. I found seeing it all. I loved seeing it. Well, yeah. I mean, it's nice. I haven't shown you everything. I will show you the cap. I might do that if I ever get back in the hot tub, but I'm not going to get in the hot tub if I'm feeling like this. So yeah. Also, if I'm honest, I feel really guilty about this. I don't know if I mentioned this last night. I feel like I've gone off the hot tub. Just my one in particular. I don't know why. I think it might have something to do with being. Yeah, I did mention this last stream. Yeah, it might have something to do with the fact that I'm usually being looked at because they've built a platform, two platforms with a skate rink in the middle of it, a half pipe in it. So occasionally there's a child just staring at me while I'm in the hot tub. The bubbles don't work. And that I'm very, very alone whenever I'm out there. So basically, it's except for the child staring at me. So yeah, it's a little bit kind of it's basically just an outside bath that's overlooked that I have to wear pants in. So yeah. I might get the hankering. I don't know. I was hoping it would happen today, but like I said, today has been weird because I've just been very, very on and off. Yeah, tired, achy, asleep. Mostly hungry because I've not been eating as much as usual because of the whole being sick thing. So that's fun. So yeah. But yeah, this is both a neat boost and the death gift, I guess, is what it's called. I don't know. It's both a neat boost and a sad reminder at the same time. So yeah. I was going to do some art, but if I come back later, if I come back later, then I'll do some art. But I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do some art tonight. If anybody has any ideas for the name of my fursona, my new fursona, the furry, the beagle, no, the corgi, the corgi. If anybody has any ideas for the naming of the corgi and the were corgi, then like keep thinking or just yell something at me. That'd be great. And also I'm still thinking. I kind of came on the no side today of the idea of the yoga channel. So there was lots of, oh, I totally should do this, but today there's been lots of the cons. You know, there was lots of pros when I was thinking about it, but today I've just been thinking about lots of cons for it. Mostly to do with space and the photogenic property of my house, and the fact that the interior of my house it's not very photogenic. It's just not. We don't have a lot of floor space as well. The living room is just, the walls are coated with DVDs, and except for the fireplace area, and there's often very, very not very good chances of putting, you know, camera light in that area, so it's a little bit awkward. I guess I could do it in front of the sofa. I don't know. And there's no level ground here outside in the back garden. There's no level ground, so I can't just whip out a yoga mat and do it out here either. So there was lots and lots of cons today to doing it. There's also the issues of like costuming and like audio, talking, and how many times I would have to do a take as well, because I might be doing like a yoga instructor, 20-minute yoga video. Just one of them will probably take a day worth of shooting, and if I spread that out over a week, it doesn't sound so bad, but it's the consistency of where I'm going to be shooting it and all that stuff is just kind of like, it might be very inconsistent. But I mean, like, yeah. Oh, I did think of a pro today, and that's funny episodes that I could do with this. So yeah, funny episodes of the yoga show. So yeah, the Fat Guy Yoga Show. But yeah. Also, thinking of a name is still kind of like, it's still not good. I don't know. Would the fact that I can't feel my knees also be a hindrance? Is also something I just thought of. Is that I might be doing something and it might be incredibly painful to people who can feel their knees, but to me, I won't feel anything. Oh, and also the fact that I can't actually be on my knees, because I don't feel my knees unless immense pressure is put on them, usually if I'm on my knees. So I can't ever be on my knees because they will hurt. Basically, the bones in my knee are all in the wrong order. And if you've ever looked at my knees for a long period of time, Itchy could tell you this, Damon could tell you this, they don't look right. My knees are fucked up. The top of my shin bone is kind of exposed when my leg is bent. It's a thing. So yeah, there's some cons. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing a trial run. I'll think about more. I'll think about this more later. But I'm thinking about doing like a trial run, a couple of weeks, where on this channel or on one of my other channels, even I don't know. Basically, just doing Fat Guy Yoga because it's funny content. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I'm still thinking about the lots of pros and cons to this. So yeah, just very basic yoga. I mean, it was fun. It was fun. The lesson that I did do, the lessons that I have done, because I've done a couple now. It's been very relaxing exercise at the same time. It kind of felt like being in physiotherapy, but gentler. Like no one was pushing me super hard to do something. Physiotherapy was always dead easy anyway. You basically just you get a friend because they always want to be your friend for some reason, but your physiotherapist, they always want to be your friend when you're in recovery, especially because it just helps recovery go along smoother. So yeah, so you basically get a friend for however months that you have to do physiotherapy for, and they kind of just gently encourage you to work harder if you're slacking a little bit in your physio, and if you're working too hard, then they'll give you incentives. In my case, they would So, okay, just okay, now just sit back down, and I'll get you something to eat or something. They were super nice because I had two. I had two. They were always nice, and they always gave me some. They always gave me something from the cafeteria. It was it was very sweet of them, and they would talk about shit, which was nice. So yeah. So yeah, it kind of felt like that. Only it was like nobody was forcing me to do this. It was kind of just it was kind of by myself with a computer telling me what to do. You know. So yeah. Yeah, Jeff, because I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything on my knees unless I push really hard, and then I can feel stuff because my nerve endings for some reason are in my knee as opposed to being on it. Uh, so yeah, which does mean that basically my bones in my knee my knee bones kind of stab if I put too much pressure on my knee, like if I'm kneeling, then my knee bones actually stab the nerve and they hurt so much. um, but yeah, bonus though, probably won't get if I do get arthritis in my knees, I won't feel it. I'm trying to say that as a mega good side, you know, because I'm touching my knee and yes, I can feel the material of the cloth, and I can feel that it's warm, but the actual sensation of it pushing onto my knee when when my dressing gown is just like on it is on my bare knee. There's no pressure. It's literally just texture and temperature that I can feel. I can't feel anything else. So yeah. Yeah. I'm sure if you basically cut me on my knee, then actually no, that doesn't work. I was like, I'm sure I'd be able to feel that, but no, I've actually been bleeding on my knee. I can't remember what I did. I think I fell off a wall or something. Damon was there. I know Damon was there. I think that well, I can't remember. There was definitely another friend there, but I I got off of a wall and it was further away than I was expecting it to be. So I kind of just I got off and then I fell forwards and scraped my knee. But I didn't know that, and I was wearing my trousers, and all of a sudden there was a dark patch on my trousers, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" But there's a weird dark patch on my trousers, and I pulled up my pants leg um, over this knee, and it was bleeding. I was like, "Oh, it was actually a really big graze," but I didn't feel any of that. I just felt the material of my trousers, but I didn't feel any of the pain. So that was interesting. Oh my god! What's all this talking about? Nothing. Hmm. The tickle seems to have gone just now. So yeah, which is good. I might actually try some more of that because again, that's really nice tobacco in there. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know what else to talk about now. I'm sorry. I know you're enjoying this, but like, yeah, I don't know what to talk about. So when I take that down, it usually means that I might go soon. Because I might go soon because I can feel my stomach doing something, and it did this last time before I became a Soft serve machine. That sounds horrible, but yeah. What do you think that was about at the beginning? You know, with those two people. I just got a weird, not good feeling about that. You know, because it kind of felt like the beginning of the blackmail bullshit that happened. Was somebody that's just appeared in Discord as well. I just noticed. So I'm just kind of noticing some. I got the bullshit detector. The bullshit detector's going off. Some weird stuff is gonna happen. It feels like something's gonna happen. But yeah, somebody just came into Discord and said, "What a weird." I said, "One of my friends invited me here. What a weird place." So I just said, "Okay." I don't know what's going on. Again, bullshit detecting, bullshit radar going off. Are they acting on weird on Discord too? Well, I got like 3 people who suddenly joined Discord, joined my server, and one of them, and then I got another one just now, and basically they jumped on and just they said, "One of my friends invited me here. What a weird place." So I just said, "Okay." So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Um, I will continue to monitor the situation. Right, anything else before I go? Anybody got anything that they want to ask me, talk to me about, anything at all? Because I don't know how I'm feeling. I don't know if I'll be back tonight or what, but I don't know how I'm feeling. Why join it rather? Why join if neither one of them should be there? Well, no, it's not that if they anybody can join my server. I don't mind, but the whole point of being, you know, like labeled as either ghost or stamped or whatever, is that if you don't say anything in the lobby area immediately after you've joined, then you get marked down as a ghost, which means that you don't get as many privileges or anything like that. And all you've got to do is basically write down a hi, or I was put here by somebody. I followed a link. Just generally telling me that they know about the server or know at least about the Tubbs network and stuff, you know, and they get marked as stamped unless somebody can vouch for them. But if nobody can and they don't say anything, then they get marked down as a ghost, and they are unable to they're unable to change their name. They're unable to do much really in the servers besides just talk. They can't post links. They can't post pictures. They can't do anything besides just type messages. So yeah. It's to entice them to actually follow the rules, you know. Because I was getting a lot of random bots and just people that were just there to literally not contribute anything to the server. They would just hover around, and one person kept reposting pictures, and I don't mind that, but at least tell me about it, you know. I really don't mind people using my pictures or posting my pictures elsewhere. I don't, but I'd at least like to be told that was happening. But yeah. But yeah, I just got the random bullshit detecting is going off because there were two people who seemed to not know what my content was and not even like me, it seemed. And also then there was these people who joined my server for no reason. And the last time something like this happened, I was nearly doxxed, and basically I was basically blackmailed as well. So I don't know. I just got some. I've got a feeling, but it might just be because I'm not well and feeling kind of just not paranoid, just kind of maybe I'm just overthinking this. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, if nobody has anything else to talk about, I might be back to do another live stream. Ugh. Oh, leg stretch. Oh, that's good. Belly rubs. Baby flu. But yeah, I might be back to do another live stream in a few hours' time. I'm gonna just play a computer game. Try to ignore my hunger. And see how I feel after that, you know? Yeah. Because right now I don't know how I feel, you know, energy level wise. But yeah. Anyway. Toodles for now, guys.